Welcome. In this video, we'll walk through how to create emergency role templates in Orah. Think of a template as the preparation work you do once in advance. So when an emergency actually happens, your team just selects the role type and everything is already configured and ready to go. To get started, go to Admin Console from the left navigation and scroll down to the Safeguard section. Click on Emergency Roles. Here, you'll see two tabs: Role Types and Role History. Role Types is where all your templates live. Role History shows all past emergency roles that have been run. To create a new template, click New Role Type and give it a clear name. We recommend creating separate templates for different situations. For example, a fire drill, a lockdown, a severe weather drill, or an evacuation. Each one can be fully configured independently. Start with a fire drill if you're setting this up for the first time. The first section is Permissions. This is where you control who can do what during an emergency role. There are 4 settings here: who can initiate this role, typically all staff or specific roles; who can join as collaborators, staff members who can actively participate in accounting for students; who can invite collaborators, usually kept to all staff or specific leads; and importantly, who can complete this role, meaning who can officially mark the emergency as resolved. We recommend setting this last option to specific staff only, your administrators or safety leads, so the role isn't accidentally closed before everyone is accounted for. Next is Default Options. This section determines what's automatically loaded when the role is initiated. You can set default filters here, which students are included by default when the role starts. You'll also see the option to account for staff in this role. Enable this if you want staff safety to be tracked alongside students during the emergency. Under Default Collaborators, you can pre-assign staff who will be automatically invited the moment the role is initiated. They'll receive an alert instantly and get live access to the role without anyone having to manually add them. The third section is Codes. These are the status labels your staff will use to mark each student during the role. By default, you have 2: Safe, which maps to present, and Danger, which maps to absent. Both are editable, so you can rename them to match your school's language. You can also add new codes if your school needs more granularity, for example, a code for off-campus or unaccounted. The default code for all students when a new role starts is set to unmarked, so every student begins as unaccounted for until a staff member marks them. The final section is Alerts. This is split into 2 parts: alerts when the role is initiated and alerts when it's completed. For the initiated alert, you can send notifications to collaborators, staff, students, and parents separately. For each group, choose your channels: push, in-app banner, email, or SMS. You'll also see a Send Critical Alerts toggle. When enabled, this works like an Amber Alert. It bypasses Do Not Disturb settings on the user's device, so the notification always gets through. Enable this for your collaborators and staff at minimum. Parents don't have a critical alert option since they're not on school premises. You can also enable Allow Students to indicate they're safe. This sends students a prompt on their phone to confirm their status. This is optional and only works if your students have active Orah accounts. Once you've configured all 4 sections, click Save at the top right. Your template will appear in the Role Types list, ready to be used. Repeat this process for each emergency type your school runs. Remember, the more you set up here in advance, the smoother your real emergency response will be.